All right, fifth graders, how's it going? It's time for part 2 of your Earth, Sun, Moon, and Stars test. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is please take out your science notebook. You're going to need a pen. Please do not use pencils. They're not dark enough. So I need a science journal, a blue or black pen, and some coloring supplies if you want to use them. You do not have to use them, okay? First, I would like you to put today's date. Whatever the date is at the top, please put the date at the top of the page. Then the title of this page is going to be Earth, Moon, Sun, Test Part 2. Okay, the title of this page is Earth, Moon, Sun, Test Part 2. Earth, Moon, Sun, Test Part 2. Then, as you can see right here, it is open notes. I will be posting these pictures to Google Classroom as well. So if you want to have something to look at, you can use these. But you may use your notes for this part of the test. So hopefully you took notes. Okay, so here is question number 1. Okay, so this is kind of zoomed out. So I would recommend you pull up this PDF picture that's attached to this part 2 of the test so you can look at it. So here we go. Question number 1. Note, you do not have to write the question. You do not have to write the question. All you have to do is write number 1 right here. Write number 1 so I know you are responding to question number 1. Okay? So here's your question. You're going to use this sun tracker recording as a reference. First, I ask you, please draw this picture in your journal. Step 1, please draw this picture in your journal. If you haven't done that, you're going to lose points. So you should draw this picture in your journal. Next, please estimate what time of day you would see these 3 shadows. There's 3 shadows right here. Estimate what time you would see these 3 shadows. When giving your answer, you could say something like the northwest, right? So we have the northwest shadow is at blank o'clock. The north shadow would be approximately what time? And then the shadow in the southeast or facing towards the southeast would be facing or be during what time of day? Okay, so you're going to have to estimate based on what you know about the sun and the earth and shadows relationship, what time of day you would most likely see these shadows. Okay, then the final step is then explain why these shadows are facing in different directions. So you notice one shadow is facing in the northwest, the north, and the southeast. The final part you need to explain is describe or tell me why all 3 of these shadows are pointing or facing in a different direction. So look at, there are many parts. You have to draw it. Then you have to estimate what time of day you would see the 3 shadows. And then you have to explain why those shadows are facing in a different direction. Question 1. Here is question number 2. So again, you do not have to write the questions. It is open note. All you have to do is write number 2. So I know that you are responding to question number 2. Here's what I'm asking you to do. Please draw the lunar cycle, making sure to label all the phases and drawing arrows to indicate the direction that the cycle occurs. Okay, so step 1, draw the lunar cycle. Include and label all the phases and draw arrows that show me which phase would come next. Okay, make sure you have your moons waxing and waning from the proper size. So you should know what side of the moon that the moon gets bigger and darker from. It has to be labeled, indicated in the right size. If you have the moon waxing or waning from the wrong size, you're going to lose some points. Finally, I'll do a different color. Let's go right here. Finally, explain why the amount the moon is lit varies throughout the month. So obviously, as you know, in the lunar phase or the lunar cycle, that the moon is lit at different amounts throughout the month. Explain why the amount the moon is lit varies throughout the month. You may use your notes. So there are a few things I'm asking you to do for this question. Make sure you have done and answered and responded to each part of the test or the question. And then when you are done with question 1 and 2, that's all you're doing today is question 1 and 2. I want you to take a picture of your work, and upload it and post it to this test part 2 so that I can grade it and give you credit for doing this test. Okay, kiddos, I believe in you. Work hard. I'm sorry I'm not able to be there today, but I believe in you.